What the fuck is sleep? I don't even know what that is. Just pull me up over that tree. Hold up and watch that bitch feed.
Hey, shout out What Sleep TV, man. What Sleep TV. Ain't no sleep, motherfucker.
So tell me a little bit about what you do at the. Can you say where it's at the?
Yeah, it's at the Nashville Public Library. Hey, if any high schoolers or anything, if you got any cousins, any siblings that are in high school, interested in music, tell them to hit my line. I mentor at the Nashville Public Library. When is it? Tuesday to Friday, 3 to 6 every week. And I just do that to mentor kids and whatever they want to do musically and help them learn so that by the time they get out of high school, they have a fundamental like building block that they can keep learning and growing so that they don't end up like me. Dude, I found music at 18 or 19. Like I hadn't even played an instrument before. I just kind of like was like, this is cool. I want to do it. I'm going to learn it. And now I'm sitting here like 26 and just engineering still. But man, it was a road to get here, you know? And my mind is like, if I could help somebody get there at like 21 instead of like 25, that's a win for me.
So what are you teaching these kids? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, man, pretty much just Logic, like Logic Pro, the DAW.
Okay, that's what I use.
Yeah, I just teach them that, how to do everything in it.
You just teach them how to record, or what you teach them how to make beats?
An aspect of it is recording. I am trying to teach them the whole DAW so that whatever they need, they can do. It usually starts off as production. Like, I just kind of get them in there. I start showing them what, like, loops are. You know, like, just, oh, yeah, here's a piano loop. Oh, okay, you want some drums? Here's some drum loops. And they start seeing how to sequence songs, right? And it's like, oh, I don't want that in this part of the song, but then I want it back in the other part. You know, you just start teaching them that, right? And then it turns into like, oh, I don't like any of these drum loops. Oh, okay, well, like, here are some samples. Make your own drum loop. You start teaching them stuff like beat sequencing and like, you know, like the FL step sequencer. Like, you start teaching them that. Because that Logic has its own version of that.
Yeah.
And you just throw some stuff in there and teach them how to use beats, and then it turns into like, oh, my buddy plays guitar. I've had this happen. My buddy plays guitar. Can you throw guitar on this? Yeah, sure. Here's how you do it. And it's really just a lot of seeing what they want to do and helping them get there as fast as they can, because, man, kids get discouraged so fast. Like, I had a kid come in. His dad was a producer. He was super into music. He had never really tried it, though. His first song was like, not bad, but not great. Like, what can you expect when it's your first time touching something? He literally left and was like, I don't think this is for me. And I was like, this is your first time doing it. We're here for 45 minutes. Like, how can you determine that? And my goal is always just to get kids making music at like the highest quality they can as fast as they can. Because at least if they're leaving with a beat that they're like, this is awesome. Dude, who cares if they programmed their own melodies and programmed their own drums or did that? That's a kid who likes music production now because they made a cool song.
Yeah.
And you can, like, the way I describe it is, like, you can backtrack it. You can be like, all right, well, here's how they actually made that drum loop. Here's how they actually made that piano loop, you know? And just getting them to actually kind of figure it out for themselves, because it just unlocks another level of creativity, man. The number one term I hear get thrown around a lot with the mentoring stuff is like, you got to meet them where they're at. And all that means is like, whatever their skill set is and what they want to accomplish, just help them do it. Like, there's no curriculum. It's not like I'm reading off a piece of paper. It's not like I'm lecturing to students. It's just like, oh, you want to make a Latin beat? Well, like, what kind of Latin music do you like? Oh, cool, let's check out one of his songs. Oh, okay, you hear how the drums sound in that? That's, like, probably the most important thing. Try doing that. Dope. All right, here's a loop you like. Cool. And then all of a sudden they have a song and they love it and they're coming back. And they're producers now. You know what I mean?